Hey guys, Antari again. So today we have battle versus Skylar 3-1 from Marland. And at the beginning I want to apologize to you guys about my voice because I got some throat disease in the previous days. So yeah, that kind of pissed me off. But anyway, I got some free time to do some battling. So yeah, there you go. And this is the battle versus Skylar 3-1 from Marland, and this is actually a rematch because in a couple of days ago I got a match versus him, as you can see on the YouTube. So yeah, I decided to lead with my dance purse, and this is actually a UU match. So predicting a fake out from this Persian, I go for my Tangrove, and actually he ends up putting me to sleep with Hypnoise. And then he boosts its Persian with Nasty Plot, which is kind of bad because now he will one-hit KO my Tangrove with this Swift. So I decided to bring in my Azumarill because, you know, I'm pretty sure that it's bulky enough to take at least one Swift. So he goes for a Swift, and it leaves me with just 100 of my HP. So, but actually, unfortunately for me, I'm able to take it down with 2 Aqua Jets, which is epic as hell. So next poke of his was Drapion, and predicting some Earthquake, I go for my Claydol. And actually, I decided to go for Explosion and take it because I don't want to face it, you know, in this match because it can be pretty annoying with this Sword Sense. So I decided to get back to my dance purse lead, and he bring in his Dactrio, which is kind of interesting poke. He goes for a Brave Bird, which leaves me with my Sash, and I go for a Body Slam because, you know, that's kind of obvious strategy of mine, and I ends up one-hit KO it with Body Slam, and that's kind of good. So his next poke was Golduck, and he goes for Ice Beam to KO out my dance purse. And I decided to bring in as my next poke a Lantern, and he goes for a Calm Mind, which is kind of, you know, interesting. So I go for Confuse Ray to put the confusion status, and actually next turn he isn't going to hit itself in this confusion, so he's able to pull off the second Calm Mind. And I go for a super effective Thunderbolt, and actually it looked like a free hit KO, so next turn he goes for a Hydro Pump, which is, you know, kind of powerful with these 2 Calm Minds, but actually not powerful enough to take down my Helios Villain 2, and I go for a Thunderbolt because, you know, it's super effective and things like that. So next turn he ends up hitting itself in this confusion, so I'm able to take it down with Thunderbolt. So his next poke was, if I remember properly, it was Feraligatr, yeah. And he goes for a Dragon Dance because, you know, he figured out that this is the only way to win this match. And I go for Thunderbolt, which is super effective. I decided to play Obvious because playing Obvious sometimes pays. And I go for a nice chunk of damage to this Feraligatr. So next turn I decided to be obvious and go and just stay in with my Lantern. And actually he goes for Earthquake, which is super effective, and take down my Lantern, which is pretty sad for me. No. So yeah. I decided to bring in my Gastrodon as my next poke because I'm pretty sure that it can take at least one Earthquake without a problem. So I go for a Surf, and actually this is some kind of bulky Feraligatr because I'm not able to take it with just one Surf, and that's kind of sad. But, you know, whatever, because he missed with his Aqua Tail, and that's kind of sad. I feel so bad about this Skylar 3-1, but, you know, whatever. And his last poke was his Handum, and this is his nice Handum with this item which allows it to use Solar Beam the first turn. So he's able to take down my Gastrodon, but I know about that, but I don't want to lose another poke, so I just let my Gastrodon die. I don't have any safe switch, so I bring in as my next poke Azumarill, and I go for Aqua Jet because it can take it like a beast. And I take down this Handum. So that's the game, Skylar 3-1, great game. Comment, rate, subscribe guys, as always, and see you guys later. Peace dudes.